see I've got your Novi song in here, and this version that you've done is really nice. You'll see the waveforms are pretty okay. They're not smashed away up like. When I work with them though, I'm just stretching that out so it's bigger. Whoops, too much. For some reason I always like to make them little, so I'm going to normalise this, right? So I'll go up here, audio, process, normalise. Now I've got a choice here on what I want to normalise it as, see? So I've got it -5 here. That can go all the way up to 0, which would be no difference whatsoever because you're just remaining where it was. But I like to work at -5. It makes it nice and manageable. You'll hear it getting quieter. And what I do to compensate that is turn it up a little bit. And my headphones. You're getting it for the speakers, I believe. Anyways, so what I would do next is, they'll all be in different places on my DAW than they are on yours, but I want to go and EQ it slightly. Right? There's my wee EQ, my 10 wee EQ. You can see there's a big bass lump around about 50, but that's okay, that's quite nice. We've not got a lot in the top end here. I have to trust my eyes rather than my ears when I'm doing these, but I can see I've upped it a little bit there. See, it's given it a bit of fresh air. Now you can hear a tick that I didn't hear before. There's a wee bit of a lump around about the 2 to 500. Okay. That to me sounds dead natural. This is in headphones. I'm used to working on the speakers, so I don't know how that's translating out here, but I'll listen to it in the headphones when I've eventually finished it. What else can we do with this? Because it's almost perfect the way it is. It really is. It really is. I'm tempted not to do anything with it actually. But I'll show you what I sometimes do to add things. I can double click on that and it gives me the waveform down here, but I can go to vary audio, and this is where I change it from analog to digital representation, and I like to do. So what I'll do is going to turn into digital and put it down here at the bottom of the screen, down here. There it's in digital format, right? So then I go here, functions, extract MIDI. I don't want to do too much messing about. You've got choices here, just notes and no pitch bend data. If you choose one of these other ones, you ought to really know what you're doing, because what I'll do is every time you're changing notes, if I leave it just as notes, no pitch bend data, it just gives us the notes. It'll make mistakes, it'll not get them all in tune, but it gets much more complicated if you put notes and stack pitch band data, because then it tries to slide. Well, you know what MIDI's like, it goes like those vocoder machines. It'll go up in steps, and on some instruments it sounds nice, but mostly, in my experience anyway, it doesn't. So I'm just picking the just notes, and there it's there. Okay, that's it in digital format. What key it's going to be in and how close it's going to be, I don't know. That's just the raw MIDI. What I can do now is add a track, an instrument, and I'll choose, this synth plant is fantastic. I always seem to find something in here that I like. So add track. I'm going down here to put it back to the mixer rather than that thingy screen. So there's my synth plant there. But what I'm doing is I'm turning it right down, because some of these instruments are really loud when they come in, so I want it turned right down. Then I take that and I just pull it down to there, onto the instrument track. I don't need that anymore, so I can get rid of it. Now I'll take you out and we'll see what kind of key this, well, let's choose a nice one. Melon Choir, we'll just leave it there. See what kind of key it's in, because it might be out. It is out. And you'll see that that sounds pretty disgusting. There's bits of it almost in tune. This is when I usually reach to the guitar. I can go and get my guitar, or what I can do is pause it just now. I can choose. Is it? No, it's down the bottom here. Chord pads. Well, that's great because I can just press it till I get it in key. Let's check where you are again. Well, it's the B anyway, so we know that. Let's go back to the musical. So if I take that, I go up to MIDI, and then I say transpose. B. We'll leave them both on B now. Melodic minor, harmonic minor, they might clash too much. Plus I thought that was a bit low, so I'm going to take it up 12. I'm going to transpose it 12 if you like. Another thing I'm going to do is they're all single notes now. What I can do is click on that, go back to MIDI, functions, legato, that just stretches the notes out all along it, so you end up with more organ affair. Then I can go to the actual instrument, but I'm needing to take it up more, it's too low, or try a different sound. That's a bit spooky. That's actually quite nice. There's an atonality button there which gets sillier as you take it up. That's when you've had a few drinks, that sound. But a little drop side was quite nice. That's actually quite nice. I think you might disagree. I'm tempted to put a teeny wee drop echo on your thing so it goes, which I think I will. Delay, stereo delay. This is left channel, right channel. Just gives it that little something. And that's as much as I'm going to do with that just now, because I think that sounds really lovely. Check my levels here, we're up the zeros. I like to leave a bit of headroom. I like to leave a bit of headroom so that when I do put it into the mastering software, which I'll show you in a minute, I've got somewhere to go with it. So I'm just taking them both down a little bit. That's good. That's about -8, -7. That's good. So what I do is I get both of them and I bounce them down to one track. I don't know why I've called it Warehouse is Empty. I can't remember what we called the finished one, but I'll remember and I'll look it up by the time I get up here. Right, I'm going out as a stereo out here. Because you've got the choice of just doing individual tracks, one track, one half of one track. Oh, silly choices. I want it at 44 and I want it at 16. Export audio. Because I know this software, I'm sure I'm in danger of going way too fast. Because normally I shoot about all over the place. Do this, do that, do this, do that, you know. And this is a simple track compared with a lot of things. But I think that just that little addition, because you've done such a good job, right? See, there's that finished track. I'll just check it's playing. Right, so I can click on that, and this is neat about having Stein, you know, keep sticking to Cubase and Steinberg stuff. There's actually a button where I can go up here, Audio, Edit in Wavelab, because they're linked with them being Steinberg. So I press the Edit in Wavelab, and I wait on Wavelab opening up. And there's that file. Oh, I'm needing to fill this puffer up. I've got to the burny bit now. If I do that, it starts burning rather than giving off a nice smoke. Acrid. I'm sure there's plastic in that. It's probably worse for you than smoking this stuff. But fuck it. We've all got our sins. I used to have a lot more. Right, so there we have. Oh, there's presets I've had for the previous project. I'll take these out just now. Don't want them. Not at the moment anyway. So that's me got the whole thing there. So the first thing I do is highlight it all. We've got a bit of dead space at the end there. I can get rid of that, but it's no problem. Process. Remove DC offset. I still don't know what the fuck that is, but I just do it anyway because they tell you to. Then I take the level. EBU, I think that's the European Broadcast Unit. Right, that's it. Bigged it up there. Up here we can see that the peak levels are still hopefully nowhere near 0 dB. That's a bit close. So what I can then do is take both channels and turn them down by -1. I can reset that and see that they're not peaking anywhere. Then across here, effects. This is where I use isotope stuff. This doesn't need much, you know. There's a lot I can do with it, but I don't need to. So I just go to the mastering software, which is this, Master Assistant. It's going to be streaming, and we just want a light effect. I can't believe how much this turns it up. Now I know that that's done quite a bit of EQ lift in there, and it's dropped the bass, but I don't always trust that. I'll give it a wee bit of bass back, and we'll take that down a bit. The maximizer, that automatically sets it to -14 LUFS, if you like. That's just a unit. That's what SoundCloud and all that out to. It's never going to go above -1 peaking. Well, it might now and then, but hardly ever. You can listen to the two of them together. You put the gain match on, so you're not getting the difference in volume. That's it off. That's it on. And what I can hear in the headphones is it's giving it more clarity. Then I render it. I'm just going to render it to the desktop. Warehouse is empty. Stereo out. Start. It's it bouncing it down, ready for sending. Oh, I don't need that one anymore. No, this is the finished one here, which is looking a bit huge actually, but as long as it's not distorting. No, I'll never go above -1 anyway. So then I right click on that, reveal in Finder, which is the desktop. So that's my desktop. Then I get that, I copy it, I go to the Dropbox, and I send you it. And I'll be sending this video right at the back of it. Okay? I can stop that. Normally I don't do it as quick as that because it's a much more complex track. But never mind. Okay. Now I can go to this.